So you've been thinking about college for probably a handful of years
Yes.
now. And how did you decide on what schools you wanted to look at? Have you just explain that a little bit if you could?
So our school really pushes us to go on college tours, which I feel was helpful. So freshman year, I went on a few college tours, and one that really stood out to me was Boston University. That was always my dream to go there. My cousin went there for a few years as a transfer student, and that
So you were able to
Yeah.
go and visit and
Yes.
visit the campus and see what it was like.
Yes.
And it really made an impression on you.
Yes, so that school was always like my top school, my dream school. And then
At a young age too.
Yes.
As a freshman, that's pretty good.
Yes, and then touring other schools like UMass Amherst, UMass Dartmouth, going there for Upward Bound, that really pushed me to want to go to schools like that. And I've just been branching out and looking at other schools like business schools that I may want to go to too.
So a school having a particular major is something that draws you to a
Yes.
school. What are the other components that draw you to to think that you may want to apply to a particular school?
I'd like to go to a school that's diverse. I'm in a high school that's so diverse, and I feel like that's just so beneficial and like brings me out to see other people's cultures as well. And a large school, especially my high school is pretty large, and going to a large school would be something I would like. A school with like multiple activities, multiple groups that I can join. Music, maybe I'm in marching band here, and
That's
I'd
great.
like to join a musical group.
That's great. So especially if you go to a large school, it's
Yes.
important to get involved with those extracurricular activities so you can find your niche.
Yes.
That's great. Are coming up to the fall here. You have done some things in preparation for applying to schools. And what are some of those things, such as maybe your letters of recommendation?
Yes.
How did you go about that?
So last year I took AP Language and Composition, and our teacher pushed us to get recommendation letters as an assignment, but also just for ourselves. And I got about 4 recommendation letters from a few teachers that I felt knew me best. I've taken the SAT once already and the ACT, and been doing some like SAT prep to get me ready for the next SAT.
Oh, that's great. That's great. And then the college essay, how's that going? Because that's a big
Yes.
component too. That may
So-
take a bit of time, right?
So I've been working on that for about a year.
Cool.
I finished it, and I'm just going to keep editing it until I feel like it's the best that I can provide.
That's great. That's great. Well, it seems that you're well on your way. You have a few months. Oh, the last thing would be, how about outside scholarships? What do you think you'll apply for
Yeah.
outside scholarships?
Yes, definitely.
Yes.
There's a few scholarships I'm looking for towards like music. My marching band director sent us a few scholarships that would apply to us, and there's other ones I'll be looking for online.
Okay. And you can also use, New Bedford High School uses MEFA Pathway, and they have a great scholarship search to make it a little bit easier, because
Yes.
sometimes that is a little overwhelming because there's so
Yeah.
many great scholarships out there to apply to. So, all right. Well, we wish you the best of luck, and we'll be catching up with Sam in the next couple months to see how you're progressing and